Is
You're
this
good.
session 5?
Yep, and we're live.
Hello.
Alive.
So,
Session 5 alive.
well, welcome to the next episode of the Darien Gap, a Wadden adventure into absurdity. Last time, you guys were, well, in a warehouse, brought together by the machinations of a man called Victor Krieg Strong. There was a lot of confusions, at least 3 or 4 different sides, and all got resolved with the mortals getting knocked out and dragged away from the action by Q, knocked out as in sleep magic, rather than, just bonking them on the head hard enough. And, killing a bunch of vampires, and then the 2 different vampire factions running through a hole in the warehouse wall. You managed to capture one of them. He is currently not able to do that much, but is being restrained by Gord, I believe.
I thought he was asleep.
Oh, he might.
Or maybe
Yes.
both.
I mean, we can tie him up. Or how do you tie up a vampire? With garlic string or what?
No, just put him in a box. We're surrounded by boxes right now.
They like boxes.
True.
Yeah, he'll be comfortable.
Guys, we need to put in breathing holes.
Whoa.
I gotta roll knowledge occult on that one.
He wakes up in one of these crates with a bunch of pillows and a little bowl of water nearby.
Everyone who wants to can roll intelligence and occult to try to figure out what you know about vampires and keeping them restrained. Do vampires need to breathe? Are you like a vampire in a kind of a live leech sense, or like a vampire in like a like magical undead kind of sense?
They don't turn into bats, so... Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, well. Still 2.
So, Curly, having dealt with 1 or 2 vampires, is pretty sure that they are dead and don't need to breathe. They can pretend to breathe, but they don't need to breathe.
Okay.
Also, you know that vampires won't, if a vampire is relatively uninjured, putting a wooden stake through their heart will send them into a more of like a super coma called torpor that when you remove the stake, they can slowly recover from.
Well, Curly did shoot this one full of buckshot, so probably not in a good enough state for
Now, Q knows that the Changeling community, every time they deal with a vampire, tends to put them into magical bindings in the hedge, because vampires are a lot less strong in the hedge, or at least don't know how to deal with the weirdness. You also know they don't need to breathe, and you also have 1 or 2 changelings that are made out of fire, and you usually chase away vampires who get a bit too close with your fire changeling. It's a little bit hard for them to stand and fight a person literally made of fire.
You can't suck that blood.
No. Though you're pretty sure vampires do want to, that have done changeling blood, get to feel real emotion again, and so you get some weird exchanges and contracts for changeling blood.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's good. Oh, and of course, scientist, death mage, Leone. The best vampires generally have beyond human capabilities with physical capabilities, so if you wanted to bind them, and they also don't really feel that much pain, so you need physical restraints that will actually hold them. There are a few subsects of vampires that can just either change their bone and muscle structure at will, or
Oh no.
there's one or two that can actually turn into mist. You're pretty sure. But one like this probably isn't powerful enough to do that kind of thing. So just strong restraints and the threat of fire and sunlight might be enough.
Yeah, seal them in a box. It's fine.
We're not taking them. I don't know where we're taking them. We might want to go to.
I thought we discussed taking it to the aviary.
Yeah, that worked. All right, to the aviary.
Because we wanted to take the book there as well.
The book?
In the chalice.
The chalice.
The chalice, yes, the chalice.
The obsidian chalice, which menaces with spikes in Curly's inventory.
Which Q doesn't like, and we have to get to the bottom of that one too. But one mystery at a
does not like
time. He just doesn't like it?
Doesn't like it. Doesn't like its face.
Q, roll in manipulation plus subterfuge, and everyone else can roll wits plus sense motive.
Oh.
Sense motive.
What's plus
Empathy.
Empathy.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies, tell me.
Oh no, Frosty.
That's okay. I'm not trying.
Gord suspects that there's something more. Everyone else, you get to decide if you have a lingering suspicion or if you think that Q's whimsical enough that things
Curly's
like that
default
can
state for this one is going to be believing.
Q does give himself a good distance away from the chalice, staying mostly around the vampire box.
I guess Gord's carrying the vampire box.
That would make sense.
Leonie's as close to the chalice as she possibly can, so I guess that means she's shadowing Curly.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think Curly went to the other building to turn off the cameras or delete their things.
Yeah,
when you come back.
And came back again.
Who's dropping off the
mercenary and Natasha?
I think we called in
You
changelings
called
to deal with the whole thing.
yes.
Yeah, I
you
think-
called in a changeling contact to wipe their memory of the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, was that Zach? Zach did that, right?
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Wasn't me.
Okay.
Curly called up the changelings,
Oh, it was Curly.
Used to-
Okay.
used a little bit of essence, and made things slide. Called in some favors.
So I guess you guys have a box. You have about 5 people. The changelings do arrive about 10 minutes later.
We should go to a
Well,
different site, mind you.
Hmm?
We should go to a different place, mind you, just because gunfire.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah.
gunfire. We should.
Yeah, we should actually.
The changelings meet you in a designated meeting point.
The aviary?
Probably about 2 blocks over, so you could give stuff. And you guys need to decide how you're going to transport this vampire in a box to
We have a
the
Scooby
aviary.
van. We have a Scooby
Yeah,
van.
did we come here in a van? I guess. I mean, Curly flew over Leone's car. I think Leone.
Yeah, I thought we came in with a Scooby van.
I was
Yes,
impressed
you
with the
guys did come. So I guess you stuffed the box into the Scooby van.
Yes.
Who owns the Scooby van?
So
That's a good
Some
question.
Some
I have a
company
feeling
called
that it
Mystery
used to be
Incorporated owns
mine.
a Scooby van.
I mean, you came in separately in the.
No, I
security
mean,
car.
I think it was Vivian's van.
Oh, Vivian's
Oh.
van.
Yeah.
well, you're gonna have to
no.
return it. It's borrowed.
Oh, no.
You realize that the box you've stuffed the vampire into was a box of canned food goods. so you had to take a few of the canned goods out to kind of fit the sleeping vampire. But magically sleeping vampire. And you kind of just what I have to ask is, do you take the enough out and then put the vampire in and then just stack food on top so that if someone opened it, they wouldn't just see vampire? Or
I don't plan on letting this box get into the wrong hand.
fair enough.
Who also takes his wallet out and puts like $5 down. That's all he's got. He puts it on a crate.
So you guys get to the aviary, which actually because it's a home base, I kind of want to make a map of it.
Mhm.
So maybe that we can do that during the week.
Yeah.
There is a rickety service elevator that you guys have managed to jury rig back working. Leona, I assume that you're following Curly because Curly has the chalice.
Yup, she doesn't want to be here, but doesn't want to piss off Victor.
Mm-hmm. You get into the you guys get into the aviary. It's a cool clock tower living place. It has it's getting an increasingly number of strange doors that lead to stranger places. And I guess you put the box right next to the couch.
In front is a
that
coffee
sounds
table.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can let's use it as a coffee table.
Sure.
Now Curly's gonna call up Larry and ask if Larry has is able to contact the two, because they mentioned knowing him.
Oh, you're calling Larry.
I'm gonna call Larry. I mean, I can just wait for them to show up, but we could have more conversations at once this way.
Oh, so you're trying to get in contact with the people and say, you have the cup, we want to talk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you call Larry's cell phone, and you hear he picks up, says, "Hello, is this thing on?"
Yeah, Larry, it's working just fine. I'm sorry to call you
Okay,
during the
thank
witching
you.
hour. Sorry to call you.
There's no witching happening here. No witches.
Yeah. I know it's a little mage joke I like to tell. You know two white-robed figures, vampires. One goes by Hugh, and I don't think I caught the other one's name.
Oh, I've known a few Hughs over the centuries. Can you give me, like, what were they doing?
They were looking for a chalice. What, centuries? How old are you again?
Oh, you don't ask a gentleman his age.
Okay, gotcha. It's an obsidian chalice, real spooky vibe to it. I can't even get Q to look at it, so
you just hear Larry goes, "I would ask where you are, but I don't want to do it on an unsecure line." His tone has completely shifted when you mentioned this chalice.
okay. So that I take that as a rough sign. So how about we just drive over to you?
I'm
bringing
at
some
Petrov's
friends.
place.
Okay. I'm bringing some friends. Is that okay? One of them
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
There shouldn't be any issue. I just warn you, there's a little bit of current agitation in the vampire community. It might be easier for us to discuss face to face.
Yeah, I agree. We'll meet you at Petrov's then.
Whatever you do, maybe take a photo of the chalice. Don't bring it here. It shouldn't be transported across the city.
Okay,
Don't tell me
understood.
where you're gonna put it. Just
Understood. Okay. Curly takes it off speakerphone, which I should have said it was speakerphone
Oh,
at
it's
the start.
speakerphone. Oh.
Oh no. And then she just like, any ideas? Places to hide it?
Oh, I know a great location. With Victor, the guy who wants the chalice to begin with.
Do we want to get more information?
Snake,
first?
you hear a vibration. Your phone vibrate, and all it says is from an unknown number. Great idea.
Leone kind of watches this and is a little bit jealous.
I feel like I'm being watched.
Leona, your phone vibrates, and it says, "You can tell him he is."
You're being watched.
I know. It was a joke. I'm not good at those. I get it.
Gord's wondering why no one's contacting him.
Does Gord have a cell phone?
Oh,
No, Gord does not have a cell phone.
Gord gets a text from. Oh.
That's why I felt like I needed to ask.
Just pass him a piece of paper. It's fine.
Looks a little uncomfortable, but we could hide it in the hollow here. And he just touches a mirror and activates like a doorway into an Aztec temple.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's a good. Is this the magic fire as well? Can we
It's Wi-Fi.
Can we ask the magic fire, the magic Siri, the fire Siri, for information on this, or is it?
Sure. I don't know if I would know it.
Okay.
It's basically a computer / TV fire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fire on the floor. Pardon?
Burns a bit brighter.
Okay. What's this thing?
It starts spitting out images of you're searching for chalice, and it starts showing like Amazon and other like possible matches for chalices. Like it goes to a shopping center like thing, and then it also has the part of the fire kind of dances and breaks off, and then shows Wikipedia page of chalice.
Okay. I regret asking. So do you think this place will be safe enough?
I mean, it's a pocket dimension, so.
And then Curly turns to Leona and says, "And you're not gonna just immediately break off from the group and run over here and take it?"
No, that's totally not what I've been planning this entire time.
Oh, roll a subterfuge. Manipulation check. No, I don't know your character's intent. Was that sarcasm, or was that actually you saying it?
That was sarcasm.
Okay. People pick up on the sarcasm.
Okay.
Oh, stored in the temple?
Yeah, that works.
So why
I don't
we
understand
Yeah.
why we're not bringing this to Victor if he's the one who sent you to get it.
I don't know if I trust Victor with it, but maybe I'm misreading the situation. This seems like something special.
Yeah, that's why a mage requested it specifically. That's kind of how that works.
And I'm going to tell you, you do not want to piss him off.
Maybe I do if he's some sort of evil megalomaniac.
Does Curly have a cell phone?
Yes.
Your cell phone rings. It's actually a phone call.
Okay, she puts it on speakerphone. She says, "Hey."
Those are unfounded suspicions, and I stopped doing that at least 5 years ago.
Well, now I'm even less. What's the
And
word?
also, it would solve a lot of issues if you just gave it over. it's very important to the vampire community, and it's very important it doesn't get back to the vampire community. It's very
Sure.
bad for the continued existence of a good chunk of the vampire community.
Thinks on that for a minute.
Oh, sorry, I
He's-
should. If Victor's calling it should be. It is bad time for most of vampire community.
Oh,
If
no,
you
it's
want
Omar.
to keep the... his name is
Curly-
Victor with a K.
Yeah. Curly thinks on it a moment. Is listening to this, is looking at everyone else, and just tosses the cup to Leona and says, "All right, it's on you though. If this all blows up, it's on you."
Gord says, "What about talking to Larry?"
Yeah, that's what we're on our way to, but we gotta drop this off first, I guess.
So, wouldn't it be better to talk to Larry about this before passing it off?
I don't want to hide it though, or I don't want to leave it unattended. That's all.
Gord says
wanna-
he'll stay here and watch it. Watch it.
That doesn't seem like it would be great for the party splitting dynamics, but I can throw you on
so-
speakerphone. You could come with us the whole time.
Leona shows no intention of giving up the cup to Gord.
And
What
you
up?
just see Victor's like, I can still hear you. I would prefer if the cup came to me. But I understand that you might want to learn a bit more. Put it wherever you think it is secure. I will meet you at your aviary after.
Mm, all right.
I'll even ask to come in.
I
Well,
mean,
that would be very, very kind.
he
There we go.
definitely knows where we are. Let's just. It's.
He
very-
knows exactly where we hide it, no matter where we hide it. Yeah, I understand.
Well, yes, it's very silly to assume that Leone is not bugged.
But the hedge is a scary place for anyone to go who's not really set up for it.
Yeah. Vampires most of all, right?
It's just a bad place to go in general.
Okay. And
But I would agree with you, changeling person. It will be fine in your pocket dimension until we meet. Don't worry, I won't come with any kind of group. Only myself.
exactly what someone who was going to come with a group would say.
I just need to build up a little bit of trust here. That and my dearest Leone needs, a little more quality time with you all.
She glares at the phone.
You can almost feel the smirk back through it. Now, you best get there. You best get to that place first, Petrov's place.
All right. Do we know what is Petrov's place? Is it a vampire hub?
So, Petrov's place. I'm going to say that both were creatures know. That's actually it's a diner run by a were spider.
Oh, okay.
It passes all safety regulation. Petrov Porter is a man who's a little bit. He tries not to involve himself in the cosmic struggles. He's mostly just using the diner as a place to relax. It's based off of the 1950s decor. He seems to really just want to run a diner. He's had several failed businesses, each one with his name in it, and it seems like this is his latest venture.
Okay. All right. Let's get back in the Scooby van and go. Vroom, vroom.
Well, should we put it into the pocket dimension first? Has Leone given up the cup?
So he will take it, will shudder, and then walks to the altar inside and puts it there. It looks like it actually. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh yeah, it looks like it actually fits. And
Okay.
actually, as you put it on the altar, the you actually all hear very quietly little, like almost imperceptible whispers from it, and you can actually see what looks like crimson blood flowing through the designs on it.
Hmm.
Nothing else happens, but it looks menacing as fuck.
Q looks a little
That's
uncertain and then walks back up to the mirror.
Okay, that's not menacing. That's not okay.
Leonie's making notes on her tablet.
Gord says, "Well, as sure as Death Bear wears sandals, that shit ain't natural."
Do death bears wear sandals?
Death Bear wears sandals.
Is Gord wearing sandals right now?
Gord is 100% wearing sandals.
Is he wearing socks as well with the sandals?
Okay, they're more like Crocs.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
Dave, can you
God.
repeat that one more time? Because you cut out on for me. Sure as Death Bear wears sandals, what?
That shit ain't natural.
Perfect.
Okay. You guys get to your Scooby van, and you start making your way towards. Okay, let me get all of your forms.
Oh no.
Well, if I have a map for it, so I'm gonna put you guys on the map for it.
Not suspicious.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you guys want to beat up Larry.
No, not Larry. Gord likes
I
Larry.
never beat up Larry.
I don't know. You guys are players. You can do almost anything.
Gord does
I
not
can't
support-
trust you.
Gord does not support this motion to beat up Larry.
Everyone
Gord
likes
likes
Larry.
Larry.
Okay.
If anything bad happens to Larry, we riot.
Yes. Glad we're on the same page.
You know what?
Oh, come on, Ian.
What?
Is that? It's Toby Maguire as the spider.
Jesus Christ.
His
Oh
name is
my-
Petrov Porter.
Oh my
okay?
god.
Oh my god!
I tried to find the most awkward picture I could of him.
Is his middle name Boris? Petrov Boris Porter?
Yes.
The most awkward you get of him? This is Ian's face as he was showing that map, by the way.
So, you park the van outside. And you kind of walk in. You see Larry with another guy at the bar with Petrov serving what suspiciously what he's trying to pass off as red wine. There's like one other waitress behind the counter cleaning glasses and one wiping down a table. It looks like there's not too many people in here right now. There's a sign outside that says no guns, please. And another sign outside that says don't bring your own drugs, we can supply them.
Friendly place.
So
Gord
What?
can go-
a form of cyber darts is playing on the TVs. You don't know exactly what makes it cyber darts versus darts, but you don't know why people pay to watch it. But
The
it's on
darts
TV.
have LEDs in them.
Yes, and because people now have cyborg arms, the dartboards are now like way further away.
And they should be moving because people should have automatic aimers in eyes.
All right. Curly pulls up beside Larry, puts an arm around him, and says, "Hey there. How's Hernandez doing? Hernandez? Hernandez?
As you say that, Larry goes, Curly! You need to meet my friend and person who's going to be leaving town soon, Toby.
Toby.
You see a person who looks distinctly like they're trying to. It's like they tried to dress up for a nightclub, and they look very out of place here, and they look very nervous as all of you walk in.
Hi, Toby. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Larry. Who are these people? And Larry goes, "Don't worry. I would introduce you, but since you're going to be leaving town tonight, I don't need to know if I need to. You can't help but feel like Larry's trying to encourage this guy to leave town." Petrov goes, Curly! Gord! Lovely to see you.
Gord comes up to the bar and greets Petrov.
That adds up.
Hey, Petrov. What do you got on tap tonight?
Oh, for you? He starts searching around, and then he puts down like a bottle of whiskey.
Cheers, Petrov.
And he pours one for himself and one's for you. It's usually I have to go over to your den. This time I get to treat you.
Oh, much obliged.
Larry goes, Curly, really, we might have to not be at the bar itself to talk about your little, finding.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's.
Or,
she sees where Zach is seated. And...
Petrov just moves down. Moves down the bar to give you space, and he kind of tells the waitress to do something in the back. If there's one thing Petrov is good at, it's discretion. He just says, let me know if you have any drink orders. Otherwise, I'll leave you to it. He does like a thumbs up.
Oh, I can use a tall glass of water, please. Thank you.
Gord asks for a couple more glasses and begins to pour some for everyone else in the party.
Fair enough.
That's for half a pint of
He makes sure to pour a big one and walk it over to Leone and put it right in front of her.
She takes it and downs it without breaking eye contact.
Gord claps her on the back.
She visibly flinches.
I like this one. I need to make you my spinach puffs one day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll have half a pint of grenadine, and the other half is tequila.
That sounds horrifying.
Okay. Petrov Boris Porter. And name is Toby. Toby the vampire.
Oh no, what a plot twist.
What a plot twist. A vampire meeting with another vampire. And Larry. Controlled by, yeah. Ta-da! Nameplates everywhere.
Yay.
Hooray.
So, Larry goes, now, I don't usually speak about my past too much, because the past is the past, and also, some things just get in the way. But, if you found what I think you found, it's very bad news for the city.
Yeah, that kind of adds up. That's the vibe. Yeah.
Larry, have you ever heard of a man in all your travels called Victor? Sorry, can't remember his last name.
Stroffenheimer, I'm pretty sure.
Victor Krieg Strong or something?
The moment you say Victor Krieg, he's like, "Oh yes, I've heard of Krieg."
Well, we have one of his apprentices sitting right to your right.
He looks over, says, "Hi, please don't end me. I am about as harmless as a vampire can be."
She winks at him.
He takes it in incredible stride.
And we're just wondering, would you trust this fella?
To do what?
Would you trust him with said chalice?
Of all people it could end up with, he's definitely in, like, probably the better half. Larry says that, considering his words carefully. He's not likely to use it in the ways it can be used. He's probably just as likely to keep it as a trophy. Which is, all in all, probably one of the better outcomes. It's still not the best outcome, which would be to destroy it.
How do we do that?
Oh,
Is that a...
I don't know how.
Okay.
I've
obsidian,
tried.
right? So throwing it in a volcano probably isn't gonna... You've tried? What?
When did you try?
Oh, about 125 years ago.
Curly's doing the math on her fingers. Like what year would that be? Like 2010?
Oh,
Maybe
roughly. The decades kind of blend in. It was, I had found it in Syria during their civil war.
That sounds lovely.
And
also a while ago.
Well, one of their civil wars.
Hopefully a while ago.
There we go. I'm reminded of that time traveler meme. The what?
How did it end up here?
That I don't know, but I know if it's popped up, that certain death follows.
Well, my question would be, how the hell did it make it all the way to Syria if it's Aztec? Weird that it ended up there.
Oh, that's a fascinating and complicated story, Larry. And it says, first, how much do you know about vampires? Larry kind of just puts out there.
Not much. In fact,
Curly
nothing.
says, well, they're about this tall and
Oh.
teeth.
Fair enough. I should be more specific. Do you know that vampires have clans? They have, like, bloodlines. They get different powers depending on their bloodline. Generally.
News to me.
Okay, so there's a certain vampiric bloodline that traces its origin back to the second generation that has been at near war with every other bloodline ever since. They're called the Akkad. You guys can roll intelligence plus occult -3. It is an obscure ass fact.
So,
Okay.
do I get my...
Nailed it.
You always get one, right?
You always get one, and it has to be a
it's
10.
chance die.
Yeah.
Not a Mesoamerican based one, is it?
Ooh. Jesus, you guys know a little bit. Yeah, I thought that doing -3 would actually be like a difficulty for you. So, Q knows it because at one point, there definitely was some influence of the Akkad in Mesoamerica.
Ooh.
You remember there was a particularly well-known one named Marcus, who supposedly was destroyed during the Spanish conquistador era. Let's see. Curly knows that you once researched into various sun cults, and they're a vampire bloodline that worships the sun.
Okay.
So that's that little piece of information you have.
That seems
And-
counterintuitive. I don't know much about
and,
vampires, but
Leone, you're pretty sure at one point Victor mentioned the fact that he mentioned the Akkad and how they were pains in the ass to deal with. You don't know if that was in a kind of fighty sense or in like a making deals sense.
He just kind of shuffles away and takes a long chug of his grenadine tequila.
So, the Akkad are vampires that worship the sun. They eat other vampires and they diablerize them. They eat other vampires' souls and bring them into themselves. And then when they feel like they're losing control, they go and sit in the sun and die and take all the vampire evil with them. That's their cult belief.
That's not the worst cult I've ever heard of. A little bit. Eh.
So, judging, you can actually see Toby just grow more and more uncomfortable as like eating other vampires is mentioned. And Larry goes, because they eat other vampires, which is a very, very taboo thing in almost all of the rest of vampire society, they grow very strong very quickly and then are usually hunted down by any vampires that are around. Any Akkad vampire that has survived a long time is very, very dangerous.
Makes sense.
I used to run with them. I have. It's been a very. Toby just shuffles a seat away. Oh, come on, Toby. I haven't done it in at least. He starts counting on his fingers. 5 decades. And I'm not going to start with you, Toby boy. But he sort of turns to the rest of you and says, that cup is at the center of is one of the tools that is sometimes has been developed by the Akkad to help them in their journey. It accumulates blood, and through certain rituals, it wasn't a vampire creation. It was appropriated from Aztecs and Mesoamericans.
Do Aztecs not have vampires?
They had some form of it, but it was actually a magical religious thing for Aztec priests.
Gotcha.
She just kind of coughs and goes, Toltecs.
Larry pretends he didn't hear that. And he goes, if that cup is resurfaced, I fear that the rest of the Akkads are likely trying to find it. And that's bad news for everyone in the city who happens to be vampire adjacent.
Okay. I'm seeing.
So that's why I'm telling Toby here. Points towards Toby, who looks like he would rather just melt into the floor. Toby to run, because Toby, he looks directly at him. You are not strong enough to survive the coming tumult. He turns to the rest of you, have unfinished business, so I can't leave, but I'm gonna try to leave as soon as I can. The fact that you saw the two with white robes means that the vanguard has arrived.
But they're a cud? that what's...
I'm pretty sure if they were specifically going for that chalice, trying not to murder too many mortals, but also very willing to murder other vampires, they're probably a cud.
It sounds like we should just keep this damn thing.
Or go on a mighty quest to destroy it.
Or give it to a mage who could deal with it. That's my vote personally.
Yeah, that's because that's what you're getting paid to do, isn't it?
Well, we're all getting paid. We're actually not getting paid. I turned down the money.
Who just sputters in his drink?
Didn't I mention it was $50,000? Yeah, I turned that down.
Why?
Because I'd rather have a favor from a mage than money.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have said then we're getting favors, not that we're getting nothing.
Well, you said we're getting... I didn't say we're getting nothing. I said we're not getting paid.
I'm paid in favors. You know what I mean.
He just laughs into his drink.
Gotta raise his hand. Can I get paid in a favor of 50,000?
Well,
I think we should take a vote, maybe.
it's very diplomatic, yeah.
Toby starts being like, "This is crazy shit. Why would there be a... I don't believe the Akkad exist. Larry, you're just trying to scare me out of this city." Larry goes, "I'm trying to teach you some of the basics here." And Toby just goes, no, this is not how it should be. And starts walking out. Roll wits and composure, everyone.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Is this first to stop him from getting out the door? Is that... Okay. Or... Oh wait, no, what's in composure? Isn't it? Yeah.
It's perception, so if you have any magical bonuses to perception, add them.
Yeah, we need to do team buffs after this.
What is my composure before the buff? Because I'm still at...
-6.
Okay.
Wait, is this with the buff?
You do not get the buff.
Which-
Oh, wait, yeah, you get the buff.
Oh, I'm supposed to get a buff to composure of 6.
But you don't have it yet. Alexandra and Dave
He
do not
hasn't
have it yet.
recast it yet.
We don't have
Alright,
it,
okay.
Dave.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, Frosty.
Q,
Yeah, right.
you're kind of been put on edge by all this. For people with 1 to 2 successes, it sounds like there's distant gunshots. For Zach, those are definitely getting closer, and they're gonna be on you soon. Curly, 2 cars occupied by multiple people, at least one person in one of the cars shooting bullets out of the window.
At us? Or just in general?
Seemingly in the air right now, but you
Oh.
know they're getting closer.
Okay.
Toby, get down!
Toby goes, "What?" And Larry just says, "Down!" And Toby fucking dives under this table. Larry, who, as he's yelling down, flips himself with supernatural skill over the bar. And he just goes, "Quickly! I think we're about to get involved in a gang fight."
Oh, shit.
And Petrov
Curly is
goes,
like-
"Oh no, not another one." He says, "Get to the back. Call the police."
I am the police!
The waitress who is handling the table just sprints to the back.
Curly is going to sprint forward, like dive under the table, and try and get standing in a way that draws attention away from Toby. what is nearby?
Okay. Do you also turn into?
Not yet.
You know what?
Okay.
Let's just kick this table up
You heave the table over.
so it's like that.
So with Gord's success, 0 successes, what's he going to be doing?
Gord, you can still I guess now that everyone's done and Leona do an action, Gord, because you didn't get any successes, only now are you kind of picking up at the fact that things seem to be going to shit.
Okay, so she's looking around at stuff in the room, seeing if there's anything that she can use.
You'd also put on your
There's a
mage
fully
armor.
stocked bar behind.
Sorry, Snake?
You put on your mage armor for 1 mana, by the way.
Deal.
Gord's gonna also get behind the table here, getting ready to.
Toby,
jump
get
out.
it's just you're in the way, Toby.
Larry says, "It's safer back here. At least 2 tables." And Petrov goes, "My bar is bulletproof.
Are your
And
tables
Petrov.
bulletproof?
I haven't tested them."
Great.
Okay, she hops the bar as well.
And Toby spends his round just scrambling over to where Larry is. And as he's getting over the counter, Larry's arm shoots up and just drags him for the rest of the way. As the screeching tire, a car hits into the back of your van.
Oh no.
Not the van.
And then another car screeches and, like, breaks the door.
Oh.
Not again.
This happens a lot to us.
It's fine, I can fix it.
And you see, a group of, well, a group of thugs, and stepping out of the broken car windshield, a dude with pretty much standing, like, coming out of the broken windshield is a man with tattoos everywhere and what appears to be at least 3 different weapons. He currently has a submachine gun in hand. He has something strapped to his back. And you just hear him yell, "Toby, you good-for-nothing snitch! Where are you, you pompous-dressed fuck?" And Leona, you hear Larry go, "Don't rise to it. Don't answer. You aren't here." And Petrov goes, "You're going to have to pay for the door." The guys are, "You're gonna tell me to pay for your fucking door? Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Gord stands up and yells, "Hey, if you have a problem with Toby, you have a problem with me, and I'd suggest you let that marinate for a bit."
Who the fuck are you?
Zach pokes his head out.
Get in your car and back the fuck up.
Curly's like laughing too hard.
So, you see the bugs, like, they're confused. They're like, they're trying to, like, they're positioning themselves, and their leader's just like, you're in the wrong fucking country, you lumberjack fuck."
Curly's just laughing like she's a little bit doubled over. She's got like one finger up, like, wait, don't start fighting yet. I got what?
Gord
Okay,
says,
you
"Who
need
the
to stand
fuck
out
are
in the
you
open like me so they can see how swole you are, and then that'll teach them.
Okay, can Gord just go full on Werebear and just toss
Toss the table.
toss the
Wait,
table right
wait,
into
are
their
these
car
are
here?
these sleepers? Do we know if these are
We
sleepers?
I
have
don't
no
think
idea.
I
You
don't
have
think
no
these
idea.
are sleepers.
Jesus Christ.
I really doubt these are sleepers.
I mean, however, though, they are kind of using the same token as those vampires we fought earlier, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's meta.
Yes.
Oh fuck! I forgot how big Toby was. No, not Toby. Gordon.
Oh my god.
Death Bear.
As he goes, holy fuck! Werebear! And they okay, everyone
Okay,
roll
not-
initiative.
Not sleepers then. All right. Curly's going big form too. Then. That's how it's gonna be.
Okay.
All right. Shotgun out.
So just roll initiative.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, the not good roll.
Ah, it's good to be
Oh, they're
back.
really not good.
Christ.
Okay,
Uh,
so
What do, it doesn't say for my initiative. It just says hashtag ref. Reference does not exist.
so it should be your dex plus your composure.
Okay.
So it might
figure
not
what-
be
oh,
that high.
I know what the problem is. There's a merit fast reflexes, and if you paste over that, then the reference breaks.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
And okay. And let's see. So Q is 16. Zach is 17-1. Someone else also got 17.
Hmm.
So Leone is 7. And Bear is, I'm going to say 13 because there's already 2 people at 12. Okay. So, Zach, you go first.
Great. So I'm gonna try to cast a spell. And then if it works, hey. So Zach steps out, kind of like over here,
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Let's see. You guys wouldn't shoot a cop. I'm FBI." And so this person, you need to put a marker on this guy. Both red, both blue, and 1 orange. And let me know when it's their turn.
Oh.
I'm using alter direction.
Okay. I have to roll paradox die, don't I?
Yes, chance die.
Okay.
How do I do a jam thing?
/GM. I think it's /GM, and then you just.
It says it doesn't work.
no.
Frosty knows.
Yeah, let me look at my macro. /WGM.
Oh. No.
Or you can /GM roll.
And then.
I'm just trying to.
Okay, I got something from
/W
Frosty.
space GM.
I see.
Oh,
Like GM is the target. Oh,
Gotcha.
The whisper.
yep. I got one from both of you.
Hooray!
It worked. So, the tattoo guys. He is going to step down from the. He is going to pull out. he's going to drop his SMG, pull out some kind of looks like an assault rifle, like a heavier rifle, and he just starts spraying the bar.
Oh shit.
So luckily, pretty much all of you are in cover. Especially the people in the back are in, like, deep cover. Also, Snake, did you spend mana to have a space shield?
Yes.
Okay. You have to say that on your turn.
No, I said that on the prior before the turn started.
Ah, okay.
And Alexander did as well.
Yep.
Okay. So he's mostly gonna try to shoot the 3 people in front.
All right.
What
Curly's
are your
taking no
defense?
16.
Curly's offense is 11.
1 sec. Sorry, just trying to find that.
In my defense,
Nope. He's not shooting at you. He can't see you. You've ducked behind.
Just trying to find it. Sorry, 1 sec.
That's okay. You're also partially behind cover, but you're also 16 feet tall and pretty much have to be crouched over not to hit the ceiling of this place.
Fair enough. Sorry, I can't seem to find it.
I mean, you're partially in cover for yourself and from Curly in front of you.
It should be on...
Oh, I see it. Defense is
Here,
5.
Okay. So he's going to... He gets 2 dice on you, Gord. And then it's a chance die for Curly and Zach. Because both of you... Okay,
Oh.
Zach, 1 gets through.
Oh, you said Curly and Zach.
Okay,
I
fine.
can take it. Either way, Curly's
I
the
know,
one
I
taking
know,
the
I
hits.
know.
Well, I was going top bottom.
But you
I'll
said
make
on
sure
top.
that I mention it more. I'll mention the way it does it. Okay, so Zach, what kind of armor do you have?
I have Black Jacket.
Okay, so that's 4 ballistic.
It's 2-4, yeah, 4 ballistic.
So you take 2 lethal as a bullet, as
Ouch.
he just starts spraying about 20 bullets, and by chance or by skill, 1 seems to have actually hit you.
2 lethal?
Yep.
You take no lethal.
My God, feathers.
Exactly.
Q, it's your turn.
Q does not enjoy all the bullets flying because he has an extreme allergy to fast-moving lead.
Hmm.
He grabs a bottle off the shelf and starts drinking it, and then he just starts to slowly disappear from reality. Liquid starts falling through him.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Okay.
I'm now incorporeal. I'm still here. I'm just kind of not here.
Excellent.
Okay, it's the bear's turn.
Okay, well, Gord's gonna pick up the table.
Easily done. I assume that you're spending an essence to get...
Oh yes, I'm going to spend
Strength.
my. Yeah, I'm just going to spend my 2 essences to get.
the strength and brawly stuff, yeah.
Yep. And I'm going to throw that table basically there
Into the car.
Goodbye,
into
cover.
the car, trying to hit Mr. Tattoo, who is not being so nice to our good friends behind the bar.
Okay. Somehow, it's actually amazing he didn't hit you with any bullets, but you also have supernatural reflexes that kind of warn you where to not be. You take it. I need you to roll a strength plus athletics.
Okay, and am I going on the?
Minus. Are you trying to hit the car or hit him particularly?
Just a general throw in that general direction, trying
Okay.
More
So I'm going to say that that's probably whatever it is. It's -5 because that table isn't meant to be thrown.
to. No. Well, And am I rolling 8 or 9 again? Just
You're
a normal
going.
roll.
I think it would be with the brawl. Unfortunately, that's an athletics roll, not a brawl roll, so it's just a regular roll. So that's 11 plus your athletics dice minus 5.
Okay, 11 plus my athletics. Okay, 11 plus 4 minus 5, so I'm rolling 10 and just on 10 agains.
Yep. Okay. The table. Let me do this. The table flies through the air and smashes into the car. Let's see. Does Vampire Lad jump over it? Or, like, dodge it somehow? Vampire Lad jumps, is supernaturally fast and jumps on top of it. The car dented and caved. It's not driving anywhere. The thug behind it, as it keeps going, isn't likely as fast.
Is he a human?
Oh. Okay. One thug jumps out of the way. The other just gets it straight in the face and gets hit for its size plus 2, 7 damage as the table just smashes into him at great speed and force. You don't know if he's human or not. And the cover is gone. Okay, it's the green one. So I need to look up a little rule. Because, yeah, this is, let's... Oi. Stop being a piece of shit. Okay. Some of the thugs, it looks like they, okay. The 2 green thugs start going nuts. They, one, because he failed, one just runs into, starts running away. The other starts running at the bear, firing his gun while doing so. What?
Aren't the green ones the ones who weren't affected? They're not marked.
Oh no, the marks for different magic.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This guy is... I'm going to... You know what? This random bleeding eye thing seems to be a good condition marker. He starts shooting at the bear. He misses all shots. The other thugs seem to be unaffected. He's just shooting wildly as he starts charging towards you. Both Curly and Gord, this is a telltale sign of lunacy.
Interesting.
These aren't vampires. They're being led by a vampire. But they might not actually be vampires.
Okay. That's bad.
It's the orange thug. One tries to get out from underneath the table. He manages to just barely crawl his way out. This one stands up, points towards the bear, and shoots his gun. As he fires the gun,
I guess no one can
bolt goes-
see it because it's really fast.
the muzzle goes towards the bear. The muzzle flash. The bolt doesn't seem to hit you, Gord.
Well, that's good.
Okay, it is Leone's turn. Leone,
Okay.
I don't know if these are.
Curly's initiative 10.
Oh, sorry. Curly then.
Yeah, I'm not on the list. I'm not cool enough. Curly does not like the idea of a lunacy inflicted sleeper running off into the night. So she is going to. She's pretty darn fast in this form. How far can I go with speed 25?
You can catch up with him
Okay.
like this.
I want to basically go here and put wings stretching out to spook him back towards the gunfight.
Heard that cat. He's herding cats.
He like.
Yeah.
He screams as you land. You yourself cause lunacy.
Mhm. Yes, and I'm hoping. Well, they're either going to have some real bad stuff after them, or they're going to attack, or they're going to run away. So if the choices of attack and run away both lead to the same direction, that's good.
You don't know how he's going to react because he's already done his turn.
Mhm.
Leone, it's now your go.
Okay, just 2 seconds finishing a spell. So that car.
Yes.
I would like to change it into something,
Oh no!
but it's probably going to take 2 turns. Okay. Sneak, can you look at something for me?
Sure.
Down on the spell workshop page. Beside machine invisibility and decay. You'll have to scroll sideways, I'm sorry.
No. This one?
Yes.
Okay. What am I looking for?
Am I good is the question.
Oh, I think so. Wait, you want advanced duration, otherwise it's gonna be 1 turn.
Yeah. So I will spend a mana.
And yeah, that'll work in 1 turn. Or
Oh,
that'll work this
sweet.
turn. I don't know why I wouldn't.
All right. I'm going to spend some willpower for this as well. Okay, so that car.
Cast it.
I would like-
Roll it first.
Okay,
Because if it doesn't happen, it's
true.
Okay.
So
2 successes.
this car here,
Yep.
I would like to transform it into a golem, please.
Okay.
Damn. I'll
Now,
just try.
Yeah, I'm just.
are you
I'm
giving
here
it
to try.
arms or something like that? or you just-
Okay, so kind of the car will stand up and sprout arms. And
more than meets
my,
the eye.
I was just about to make that joke.
so I can give it like a super simple order.
Like
And I
combat.
I want it to like smash this guy.
This is actually very much reminding me of this particular image.
The paradox roll was up?
There would be a paradox roll with that because that is a crowd of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sleepers.
That doesn't actually cause paradox, though.
No, but it does make Paradox have 9 agains and adds a Paradox dice.
Does it add a paradox dice?
Yep. Page 115. +1. One or more sleepers witness an obvious casting of magic.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
And multiple people, it would be a 9 again quality on that dice.
All right, let's break the world.
God.
The world! Oh! So,
Well, that just means she needs to spend mana anyway, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
no success. No, Paradox does not visit, but the potency of your spell is going to degrade.
That's fine. I only want him being held for a while.
Okay, so, the car grows arms. What are you going to have the car do?
Smash this guy. Well, like, squeeze him, actually. Like, grab him and, like, start strangling him. Big strangle car.
Okay.
Yeah.
The car is gonna try to grapple. Okay. The car succeeds in grappling.
Wow.
The arms shoot at the doors, twist into arms, and grab the guy's legs. He was not expecting that. No
Why
one
not?
was expecting that. You hear the thug say, "What the fuck?" Okay. Thugs red and blue are all going to start trying to fire, I guess. The red is going to try to shoot at Zach.
Zach's just taunting them visibly.
Okay, and blue's gonna fire at the bear.
Man, I feel bad for that guy. So I think people would notice at this point.
Bullet wound. Instead of bullet wounds appearing on, let's say, Zach or Gord, they're appearing on the grappled dude.
And you can actually catch glimpses of the bullets flickering in the light as they shoot at us, swoop around, and go directly into him instead.
That's horrifying. Okay.
Okay, Zach, you felt reality lurch. You're pretty sure these aren't vampires. At least one is a vampire, the rest are sleepers. Because even if, like, Leone didn't let the paradox happen, you probably felt like as her vulgar spell went off.
Hey, Curly, what's wrong with these guys?
Curly is...
Oh,
I'm
he's
sorry.
Curly's pretty far away. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
forgot.
that's
Never mind. Gotta incapacitate these people then. If these are actually sleepers and not bad vampires, then
I mean, they're bad people, but they're sleepers.
yeah, but you don't just go killing people.
They might not even be. They could be on their way to the PTA meeting, and then a vampire was like, "Hey, guess what? Mind control stuff."
Yeah. You know what? That's a good point. I'm gonna cast another spell. This has no paradox chance.
Okay.
Hey. Let's see. The green one down there, orange and blue. I'm psychically dominating them and telling them to lay down.
So I actually don't know what happens mechanically when when you try to dominate someone who's already under a supernatural mind effect.
So this is withstood
I
by
think it's a Clash of
composure.
Wills.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, sure. We haven't done one of those yet.
No, but I don't know what the strength is because it's the strength of Gord's primal. It's not really an ability. It's just a part. It's a fact of a were creature going full war form freaks the fuck out of mortals who watch it.
I don't know if it is a mind effect on them so much as that is what the mortal is doing, kind of.
Ah, true. I guess it's more of a status in ailment.
Mhm.
So yeah, your I guess psychic order to lay down.
And this will last the scene. So I'm just gonna
Uh,
keep that slot filled.
okay. They. So what's the potency on that?
5.
Okay.
I made sure to bump that up. I remember Mr. X. Didn't work on him.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So, wait, did you do it to the red, or who did he do?
The green down below, the orange and blues.
Okay.
And they're just taking a little nap.
Now, is that like, did you actually put them to sleep?
No, you can't put them to sleep. You're telling them to do something, so I told them to lie down.
Okay.
Can
And
they
that's
still
what
shoot people while lying down?
No, that's what they're going to be focused on, is lying down.
Okay.
I guess I could say lie down and do nothing.
Okay. Tattoo guy. He sees that everything is going wrong. He is going to. Let me see. What's
Is he
his
still
aura?
grappled?
Oh, he's grappled by the car. So. Okay. So he's gonna try to break free from the grapple of the car. Alexandra, roll.
Yes.
Oh, how much potency did he put into that spell?
Potency. I put 5.
Okay, roll 5 dice, and he's gonna roll his dice, and we'll see if he can keep him in the grapple.
Okay.
He seems to be using some of his blood power.
Damn.
He rips the arms off of the car
No.
in
not
a
my
feat
car.
of supernatural strength.
Karchan,
And-
no.
He starts sprinting down the road.
Oh.
Get him.
Okay, Q.
Q's gonna poke his head up. Can I make a wits and composure to see that two guy running away? Because
Oh, you totally see it. He ripped the arms off of a car, and he's running down the road, having thrown them to the side.
Damn. Is this a guy we want to capture?
I have a feeling he's a bit past us, and I don't really want to be going run around the street in bear form.
Q just
don't
points
think-
an ethereal little hand at him and says, "Sleep." Running full
Okay.
speed down the road.
What does what's the resistance? What's the rules involved with that one?
He gets composure plus blood potency.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not a good
damn.
start.
That's not. Give me 1 second as I roll mine. I've got a feeling he's going to be eating some patience shortly.
They charge at us, they all just fall over.
Thump, 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 thump.
Damn.
Okay, he's running this way, and he just skids to a stop.
Oof, on his face.
I kind of picture his like legs kind of over his head as he's
Like a scorpion almost.
with an unceremonious thump of legs falling back down. He just cringes a little bit.
Okay, it is, I guess, Thug Red's turn. Let's see, what's their kind of morale looking like?
Fuck red, aren't they?
Isn't
bottom?
isn't it bear?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
Bear first. Yeah.
Do lunacy people have morale?
The lunacy people have no morale. They're fucking nuts right now.
Okay, so should I just turn into a normal bear and go outside, or
That'd
is
be
that just-
better.
Yeah.
Better, yes.
Not perfect, but
Okay,
bears.
which kind of normal bear, actually?
Are you doing
If
cave
you mean
bear
a human bear.
or human bear?
cave bear? What's that?
That's the dire bear form.
Okay, and what's just normal bear?
That's just you being a normal person, but like
I'll be
you're a
right
big
back.
lumberjack.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a feeling these guys are they still going to be? Oh, well, I guess they'll just be shooting at.
They'll
if they
be
see-
shooting. They don't realize what they're hitting. It's fine.
Okay, so should I just be a human bear or cave bear, and then they just go sit on this guy?
Cave bear will still cause some lunacy. Normal bear will just be weird, but
Why
not
is it?
necessarily bad. Like it doesn't cause supernatural, like.
Just more so, why is there a bear in the streets?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more like, what the fuck? Rather than, my mind cannot handle this.
Oh well, I guess these people never been to Churchill. Need to send them up there. Okay, guys. So what do you think? Turn into normal bear,
Normal bear.
and then
Yeah, why not?
I don't know what you're gonna do, but do it.
I was gonna. Well, do we still need to take out this guy?
He's asleep.
He's asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now, I mean, the red guys.
Are you just fucking kidnapping vampires and sleeping them and then bringing them to your lair?
Yeah, until we figure out what to do with them, yes. This session, the campaign ends with Curly opening up her school of vampire rehab, her little orphanage. of Misunderstood vampires.
Gord is head of the disciplinary committee.
Yes. The rest of this is a
what's it-
slice of life anime.
What's his name from Kill la Kill? The Akira. What's his name? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, the main enforcer dude.
Yes. Gord. Anyways, if I just turn back into a normal person, probably better just to then body slam one of these guys instead of and try not to hurt them.
You could turn into a bear man instead.
Yeah, okay. Bear man and then just try to incapacitate and not hurt. Or not kill.
Okay, so I've moved you to bear man.
Back.
And yeah, just gonna move there and try to, I guess, slam him on the ground. But I'll
Okay,
more so to
you
knock him out.
roll a brawl plus strength. These are 8 again rolls.
Okay. And brawl plus strength. Sorry, one sec. 4. Do I bear man? So that's 5, and then brawl is 3. Would this count as claw or no?
This would count as claw, yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm rolling 8 dice.
No, your strength is currently 8.
Oh, I thought that was my war form.
No, I moved you to bearman form.
Okay, so 8 plus 4, so that's 12. And then do I add any?
And then
And
he
then-
minus his defense of 4.
Okay. Oh, and I think I add my. Do I add my purity to strength? So yeah, you already
Yeah.
did that. Okay.
Oh, it's already in there.
Okay, so 8 and then minus 4, so. Oh, 8 plus 4. So yeah, just 8. There you go.
Okay. Yep, the bear's now in bearman form. You take the guy, you pick him up, and you slam him onto the ground. He takes 5 lethal because you're still an 8 strength person slamming into him into the ground. But it seems like his lunacy is weakening because he's now no longer facing full warbear form. This guy, the guy next to Curly's on the ground. Thug Orange, those guys are on the ground. Okay, it is Curly, your turn.
Okay. Curly make it to here?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, Curly's gonna do that and reflexively shift to her other form, like a human form,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, just try to calm them down. Be like,
Okay.
okay.
Roll a presence or manipulation plus empathy as you try to get them
Empathy to
to.
calm? Yeah, I
It
guess
would be
that-
either empathy or persuasion.
persuasion I can do.
Okay.
Actually, let's roll 9 against this. Not much.
One guy just sort of like he turns around to like, who the fuck do you think you are? How did you get here? They didn't see you.
I've been here from the start. You're not paying
And-
attention?
And this one guy's gonna be like, this just ain't right. Starts trying to walk away.
Just like that.
Just nope, I'm out.
Book of Nope
Alright.
is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean that's good
Leone.
survival instinct.
Your golem car is still under your command, but its arms were ripped off.
I guess have it kind of loom over all of these guys here.
All the ones on the ground. Just
Yeah, just like this big scary car that's just like standing over them, just looking down with its
The
like
car
where they're meant to
stands
be.
up.
Other than that, I don't really. Everyone's pretty much down.
Looks like we're cleaned up
one's
pretty
running
much.
away. This one's still putting up a fight, I think. And otherwise, we're
This
good.
one? Mhm.
Red team.
Hmm.
I don't
mean,
know
I could.
if like turning the ground under them into sand is gonna really, or water or something.
I mean, I can destroy everyone's weapons, but turn it into water and have them all drown.
Christ. I don't think we need to do that anymore.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think it's like loose and quick with the rules of reality, don't you?
Matter Mage, baby.
You feel your car get slightly weaker as like mortal onlookers don't think cars should be able to loom over people.
Well, as
Uh,
long as the golem spell doesn't end with the car still hovering over them and falls on them, because that would be bad.
how much are you gonna have it hover over them? Like, actually over them?
Like the way I see it is that it's standing kind of like okay, so maybe the edge of the car is somewhat on top of the first two guys.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Perfect. So I mean, two people would be crushed, but that third guy, he's fine. I'm a monster, but I'm not too much of a monster.
Yeah.
Okay, Zach, it is your turn. You guys imagine that there's probably gonna be police nearby? Like, coming by?
Yeah, we should probably get going. I don't really think we need to
you see
capture
that-
every person we fight.
So we just leave them face first in the dust?
Well, we're taking that guy, and he points to the tattooed guy. We're taking him, but the rest,
Yeah.
they're not vampires, so, you know.
I don't know. It still feels.
I mean,
Like
if we
we said,
hurry,
And what our
Fa-
myth machine has turned into this, and we can't do this to Petrov. We need to help his rebuild his store.
Petrov says, "Oh, don't worry. I have dealt with the police over this kind of thing before. I will also have to get rid of my video. What am I saying? I don't have a mortal video camera system. I use Weaver spirits."
Can I-
Gord says he's still going to come by and help Petrov put things back together.
Thank you.
Can I
Yep.
detect whether these people were mind controlled or if they came of their own volition?
Well, you roll
Like-
a wits plus empathy
Okay.
to try to figure out if they're were dominated or something like that.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good.
It looks like they were dominated.
Okay.
Shit, we didn't kill any, did we?
I don't think so. That orange one got fucked up, but not dead.
So with a table.
Yeah, he took a lot of damage and he's currently laying down on the ground.
I don't.
Crap.
I don't particularly want the cops to take these folks away to jail for being mind controlled.
But you're also pretty sure that they were gangsters. Like, effectively the vampire found a gang, mind controlled them, and had them attack. So it's up to you as to how you want to try this, but
We don't have enough room in the van for this many people.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking we'd just sort of have them lay him behind the bar, have them as fainting bar patrons. And the real attackers must have got away.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't think we have time to really discuss this, so...
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Gord's going to turn back into normal form as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cody's been normal for a while. He still looks like a crow on the token.
And why don't we
Oh,
grab
no.
Tattoo Man and head out?
Okay, Gord's going to pick up Tattoo Man, roughly throw him into the mystery machine.
Oh, Curly also looks at the damage to Vivian's truck and says, she's gonna kill me.
Now Q is totally invisible, and he's too tired to really make himself visible again. So he's just gonna walk around entirely invisible and talk from there.
uh, Larry says, but as you guys are preparing to leave, Larry just comes up to you and says, things are only going to get worse in the city. I've heard a few little rumors that both the Anarchs, the Sabbat, and the Camarilla are asking for outside help. This is a full-blown gang war that's being caused by everyone being afraid that the Akkuds are in the city. Just be careful.
Gord looks back, says, "Thank you, Larry. Toby, listen to Larry. Get the hell out of this city."
Toby, like just meekly nods, looks at all the bullet holes in like the bar, and just goes out the emergency back exit. Larry finishes his drink.
Actually, Gord's gonna walk back to the bar, pick up his bottle, and then walk back out.
Okay, here's what Curly's gonna do. She's gonna put all the sleeping or not the sleeping people, the laying down people who won't resist into the car, and drive them a few blocks away,
And just
and
roll
leave
them
the
out.
car there,
Oh, the whole. I see.
and
Wait,
just
which
let
car?
them figure it out.
Which car?
this
Not
car.
this. Okay.
Not the
Not
mystery
the-
machine, no.
and not Golem Prime.
No.
My boy.
It's just an art piece now.
Mhm.
So as many of those can fit to, maybe they're okay.
He just offers encouragement. You can't touch anybody.
Yeah, I'm just imagining like a voice out of nowhere, spooking
Like, oh, watch his
everyone every
head.
time.
Oh.
Okay, so I think we were voting last time. Destroy the cup, give it to Victor.
I
Give
think
it a
we should
Victor.
give it to Victor.
That's 2 for Victor.
Yeah, that sounds like mages. Rest of you, like Q, I can't see if you raise your hand. You gotta like
Sorry. Abstain.
Okay. Well, that's gonna probably be a tie vote.
Gord doesn't know enough about this, but he's willing to trust Curly's instinct on this.
Okay, great. Now it's 2-2.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Q, don't abstain. Come on.
Actually, as you guys are driving up back to your lair, you notice a man, a deep salt and pepper beard, currently reading a paper newspaper, which is strange enough. And as you approach in the car, you see the newspaper come down a little, and you just see like a man with a monocle. And as you pull up, he puts on a second one.
Oh.
Where his other eye? And then puts his newspaper back up. Leone, that's definitely Victor.
She rolls her eyes like. And just like
And-
walks past him, just doesn't acknowledge him.
We invite him up.
He just goes, I see you managed to survive the ambush.
Gord's just going to be carrying up Mr. Tattoo up to there and say, "How are you now?"
Are you a Canadian lumberjack?
Oh, obviously. How are you now, eh?
Can
I'm going
confirm.
to assume that you're asking me, and I'm going to say I'm pretty stoked to get this chalice of mine, or at least this chalice soon to be mine. But I understand that you want to talk first, so he folds up the newspaper and puts it under his arm.
Leone
Let's
stops and turns back to him and is just like, "Why didn't you take it from her when she was showing it to you? Like, why did we have to go through all of this?"
Because I really wanted to see that car grow arms. I love your inventive use of it. And the fact that you showed enough restraint not to just kill them all. You're starting down a good path, Leone.
Curly's like, I'm sorry, that was a good path? Okay.
He turns and says, are there unnecessary casualties?
Not as it happened, but I mean, giant car robot probably could have gone bad.
He just turns to Leone and goes, check if they're sleepers next time.
Gord also turns to Curly and wants to apologize for his rash actions and that he didn't think about that beforehand.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either. It seemed like a vampire situation, right?
It did,
well.
but I should have known better.
You know, you're criticizing the mage for making a cool mech, but you guys caused some lunacy, so I don't know.
I'm not criticizing anyone. I'm taking responsibility for my actions.
I'm technically criticizing her, but I didn't cause the lunacy. I transformed later.
I couldn't make it worse.
They're already
So what
fucked,
you're
it's fine.
saying is, what you're saying is poison gas next time.
And Victor
Can
goes,
you make it sleeping gas? Laughing gas,
I
maybe?
could,
Something?
but why would I?
I hadn't even thought of that question. Wow, you got me.
Victor says, why don't we talk up in your tower?
That sounds delightful.
Okay,
Thank you for inviting me.
Gord's readjusting tattoo guy and going to carry him up on his shoulder.
Oh, you don't need to.
We're just
But
gonna
you know what? He flops onto your shoulder.
No, tattoo guy, not Victor.
Okay, Gord carries both of them.
You know, it's been a long time since I was carried, he says, as he's just making casual conversation to Leone.
She's
Does
not
he want to be-
responding.
Does he want to piggyback or does he want to be sitting or fireman carried?
Whatever makes it more interesting for you.
Whatever.
Sorry, whatever is more interesting for you.
Okay, well, hop on, bud.
Oh my god!
He hops on. You know, the last time that it's nice to have good, friendly relations
I don't even notice it, but on your other shoulder, well, actually on the shoulder of tattoo guy, Curly is sitting there as a bird.
If Gord had a hand, he would have wanted to pet the bird.
Leonie's just following them up, muttering under her breath.
You is slowly drifting back into reality. You just see like a very vague outline of him right now.
Back to reality, Ope. You get up to the tower. So you currently have one box with the sleeping vampire. And you have a second sleeping vampire. And you also now have a mage who hops off your shoulder once you get up to the main floor. And he goes, "Thank you very much. That was it reminded me of the time that I rode a giant wolf into battle. But that was a lot more gentle."
Oh, no problem, buddy.
You're so friendly. He says as he walks in. And he goes, nice place. I see that you've made it more your home. He's talking to Curly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone else sort of up and left, but, bringing a bit more life back into it. Trying
Yes,
to keep the old locusts in tune and all that.
Locusts are very important. In fact, yes, I see that this one can use a little more maintenance, but the fact that you stopped it from going out entirely is very commendable.
Yeah, well, do what I can.
So Victor just he sits on top of the box with the vampire in it. And he just smiles and he goes, "Well, ask me what questions you want. my default position, and I do not believe it is going to change, is that I will be walking out with that chalice. But I understand if you want a little more assurances, we're going to have future dealings, and I want you not to feel like you have been overtly coerced.
Okay, you're the expert mage. How do you destroy this thing? And
Oh,
is there any
destroying.
reason you would?
Ah, well, the first thing is yes, everything can be destroyed. It just depends on the amount of energy involved. This is a spectacularly deeply rooted artifact that is actually a fragment of an older artifact mixed in with another artifact. It actually has a fascinating history that I've been looking into while you guys have been faffing about. The second thing is that I don't want to destroy it quite yet because it could prove useful for finding the fragment of the artifact that it was originally connected with. It has uses in the future.
Try to do a occult Mesoamerica to know what he's talking about.
Yep, totally.
I'll do an occult for the regular one.
I'm not even gonna bother. I know I won't
might
get it.
as well. Just for fun.
Okay, if we're doing a cult, I got 2.
Okay. Q, you have a little, I guess, more. Oh wow. Okay. So the were creatures will know something. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So, Q, you vaguely heard that some Mesoamerican artifacts from around the Darien Gap area, there were like oral traditions that said that something happened before the founding of the civilizations, and fragments of those have been passed down from generation to generation. It seems to be alluding to something like that. Curly and Gord both know that the were dinosaurs keep on mentioning the fact that there were fragments of some kind of fallen star that that were in their ancestral memory. That happened a very long time ago, if it's in their ancestral memory. And now, Leona, when it comes to this, you know your mentor has been doing a little bit of research into the magical history of the Darien Gap, so you've been doing a little digging of your own.
Mm.
And the fact that he's mentioning fragments of older artifacts means that he's likely looking for one or two of the rumored and mystical lost valleys in the mountains surrounding and in the Darien Gap that have either been lost or caves that have disappeared. There was even rumors of an ancient city of El Dorado being in the Darien Gap, but those are rumors. There's also been rumors that some kind of magical meteorite fell a very long time ago. You've been exploring a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to sift through, and most of it seems like it's unfounded. But it seems like Victor seems to have some kind of insight. He says it is a chalice that holds greater secrets and mysteries than what those vampires would be using it for. The vampires probably want to use it for mass embraces or mass diablerie. Just terrible little things. I would use it for a more noble purpose: solving mysteries.
Such a
And
challenge
you could
from
keep
death
it
to help you figure out mysteries.
Because the origin is much more interesting than its use. I believe that it is connected to an entity called That Which Hunts. It is an ancient entity of the area, and a fragment of its power is in that cup, which is why I want it. Because I want to know what entity it is and know more about it, and if it's still in the area, or if it's dormant, or if it's been eaten by something. There's a lot of mystery around it. Mages love mystery. He puts his hand up and kind of shrugs, like that should explain it.
Zach's just nodding.
Can you keep it safe?
I believe that if I have survived as long as I have, with as many enemies as I've had, I have some definite ways of keeping this safe. I can put it in a place where no one else will find it, other than the ones who I want to find it. It can. This cup, he says, can have a destiny.
And that's some spooky
Changes
shit to
vote.
say.
Sorry, what did he say, John?
Who's gonna change his vote to give it to the mage?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
He just says, right, I changed my vote to the mage.
Well,
I'm
I
still
think
apprehensive. I'd rather keep the city safe than, solve any mystery. But I respect him. I voted.
Victor says, "Oh, great. Let me just tell you." He points to the box he's sitting on. This one doesn't know too much, and he points towards the one that Gord carried. That one knows a little bit more. Both are anarchs working under the lovely and absolutely brutal Maria del Rosifas. And they were trying to kill your acquaintance Toby, and Larry.
Who would ever want to kill Larry?
Do they have a problem with Larry? Whoever has a problem with Larry has a problem with me, and I want that to let marinate there.
Oh my god.
He thinks about it and he says, Larry has an interesting history. He and I have shared a few drinks over our time here, and Larry seems to be unnecessarily wary of me, but he doesn't know the new me so well. I'm better than I was. The mage seems to be defending himself from rumors you haven't even heard of, but...
Leonie looks disappointed.
Oh, come now. I'm trying to be, ever since I got a new apprentice, I'm trying to be a better role model. I mean, I was a role model, and now I'm a different kind of role model. I was always a role model.
Walks over to the mirror, activates it, and kind of points towards the portal to the.
Oh, it looks like it's quite happy there. We should probably get that out before it demands a blood sacrifice. Victor pulls out of his coat a set of plastic gloves that go down to the elbow length plastic gloves, and a set of tongs.
Oh yeah, question. Do you care about the box? Because the box is currently in the hands of some what was it, udons or
The box. The box I don't care as much about. It was what it was carrying that I cared about. The box, I used that to stop other people from being able to tell where it is.
Hmm.
To try to keep it a bit more hidden. Also,
Well.
to try to confirm rumors that the Akkuds were actually in the city, and now I know they are.
That's the night. Yeah.
Uh, most Akkuds are very dangerous because they're vampires that have accumulated the power of other vampires. I'm more worried about some of the elder Akkuds that might be trying to come into the city.
Mhm.
Because if there's anyone who might know a trick or two of trying to hurt or kill mass hurt or kill vampires, it's probably an elder Akkud. He walks towards the chalice, and he pulls out from under his trench coat another box. He opens it.
So, Q looks a little concerned looking inside, seeing that the chalice is actually seen to have an effect on the hollow.
The walls are bleeding.
And the hollow is now larger than it was before. It's now, instead of a small little cottage size, it's a full-blown temple.
Huh.
And on the walls are the walls have been engraved, it appears, with scenes of death and murder. And you notice, in fact, there's one particular wall that draws your interest of what looks like a meteor or star falling, hitting into a mountain, and then a temple forming where it hit.
Q makes a reach for Gord's bottle.
Gord willingly passes it over.
And Q just does that.
Gord claps Q on the back.
So does it.
Victor takes it, and starts trying to pull the cup up. It looks like it's a bit stuck. Victor thinks a bit about it and says, He takes the tool in hand, gives it a slap, and it becomes a giant spatula. And he says, "My friend Gord, I could use a bit of your muscle power."
Gord walks over and gives a helping hand.
Okay. Between the two of you, you manage to pry the cup off of the altar. And using the spatula, the spatula quickly grabs onto it, and he moves the spatula, it drops it into the box, and he slams the box shut. Whew! I didn't realize the spiritual resonance of this would so resonate with the piece of your soul there, Q.
Looks very uncomfortable and mildly drunk.
Oh, don't worry, I'm taking it away. I don't know, I've never actually seen a hollow react like this. Huh. I don't see that many hollows. The box fits impossibly underneath Victor's coat. And Victor goes, "So, well, I feel a little bit obligated to warn you that the Akkuds," he points towards Curly, "probably suspect you took the cup from them."
Yeah, I did kind of tell him to look me up. Yeah.
So you might have some Akkud visitors, which, as vampire visitors go, since you aren't a vampire, you're probably on the safer end.
Yeah,
if
we'll
they
chill out, talk
also-
about fun, cool stuff.
I do feel obligated to warn you because now my apprentice is caught up in this. My dear apprentice. He sort of looks parentally at Leone.
She glares at him, fighting back any kind of comments of this is your fault.
Uh, I know what that look says, and really, I don't need to explain myself. It's all for your own good. He smirks infuriatingly at you.
She makes a go for Gord's alcohol.
uh, he then goes, so I warn you, you're probably going to have an Akkad try to visit you, or one or two. If you ever hear rumors of an Akkad named Marcus, please give me a call.
I could name Marcus. All right.
Marcus is a eminently dangerous vampire. Probably one of the most dangerous vampires currently roaming the world. So, just if he is still roaming the world, he kind of dropped off the face of the earth roughly 5 decades ago, and people have tried to kill him before. He doesn't seem to like to die, or stay dead, or stay undead, or whatever state of being a vampire is generally in. And if he comes to the city, whatever inklings of war will happen in the vampire community will become the total war. Where Marcus goes, vampires die.
Yeah, it sounds bad. Okay, I'll give you a call.
Thank you. He gives you a business card. It's Victor Strong, philanthropist, and CEO of Darien Gap Explorers. The tagline is "Fun for an adventurous spirit." You notice that Leona, on the business card, it gives like multiple phone numbers, and one of the phone numbers is yours.
Oh, fuck off.
And Victor goes, so the Akkads might be trying to talk to you. I imagine that any were creature business is going to be impacted by the increasing violence between the vampires. I would also warn you that the government is probably growing worried, and you might see more cyborg mercenaries being brought in. And if things start going south, the Mage orders might send one or two. There might be a lot of new faces coming into the city.
Oh, shit's going south. Larry's advice is good.
Yes. However, could you please look out for Larry? He's a good guy.
Always.
We'll look out for Larry.
Larry, I fear, is rather deep in these Akkad stuff. Even though he claims he's out, it's hard to be out when you're an Akkad. Victor kind of he stands up. He thanks Gord for the lift.
Gord shakes his hand and says, "Always been a pleasure, bud."
And then Victor turns around, gives a dramatic bow, and then just pops out of existence.
Gord says, "I like him."
Where he was is a piece of paper that says P.S. Leone, stick with this group. It will help you survive the troubles.
How did he know she was about to sneak out the back?
Like, you want to set up like a cool secret lab in the basement or something?
Fine.
I want to keep a closer eye on you, like I do Q. Not that I don't trust Q, but I gotta keep him.
Q just gives him a thumbs up and walks through the mirror. With the bottle.
Gord calls to Q before he goes, Q, don't you want to go to the den and have a couple drinks?
He just kind of gives a quick wave off, like, nah, I'm good. And then the portal closes, and he's just in the room with bleeding walls.
Crawling in my skin. These
I guess-
wounds, they will not heal.
Yeah,
I
nothing to
guess
worry
I have
about.
to slowly start moving my lab over here.
Uh,
Very quickly moving it. She looks at Zach.
Zach kind of shrugs.
For the aviary, we have 2 dots in hollow. And how many dots do we have in did you put in
Let's see.
okay. I have 2 dots in dedicated locus. You put in 2 dots of hollow. I don't know how many dots of safe place it is total.
Alexander and I both put in one safe place, so 2,
All right.
and 2 points of hallow, not hollow. Fuck you, game creators. What's rote quality? Fuck you, game creators. You're fucking bad at this.
you can wrote that down.
Oh my
And this
god.
place is something like a nexus.
Yeah. It's where you can reach into little pockets of the hedge, or into the shadow, or into the terrible
Technically.
lab.
Technically, at some point, I'll be able to open a door into death here, too.
Excellent.
It's fine.
You now, Leona, you do find that in one of your coat pockets, somehow there has appeared a business card for a moving company. And a little note written on it saying, they're already paid.
He's really pushing me, isn't he? To be social. Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want a moving company to know about this place.
Yeah, my thoughts as well.
Victor's probably checked them out.
We also have 2 vampires to deal with. We don't know if they actually.
Yeah, you guys
formed,
gotta
right?
deal with the vampires.
Listen,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
they
have
could
our
become
own
part of the
special
forest.
vampire rehab floor, which is not a jail; it's a rehab. And
They try to make me go to rehab, and I said no.
oh shit, I was gonna ask Q if we could do some changeling magic on some blood. Help him open up a bit. Watch some sad movies.
I wonder, like, how they would be with the blip balls.
Blood walls.
I could hypothetically shrink all of my equipment and bring it over.
That's true.
Yeah.
Back the car.
I can also make a portal, and you just shove
Okay.
things through the portal, and they appear over here.
And then we just have
Sounds
Gord to pick everything up,
Yeah,
Yep.
bring it through the portal.
we'll have it through the ceiling, so he just has to catch it.
Oh no. No. This is expensive equipment.
Was expensive equipment.
Put them back together.
I know, I'm a carpenter. I can get this sciencey equipment back together. Can't be too hard.
Can't be too hard.
Leone just stares at all of them with like pure disdain.
Wait, for the vampires, should we be letting them just go somewhere, catch and release program, or
I don't think
Uh,
that's a great idea, especially if they're linked to someone bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do we also not want? We might not want to piss too many people off in the vampire world, just in case they come out after us.
I mean, I don't really care about vampires personally.
I'm
I mean,
happy to piss off some vampires, some of the higher ups. To be
I
frank.
mean, if we're all okay with it.
Listen, I don't want to hurt the little guys, but the ones who are recruiting need to be stopped, and that's
I mean, fair. This guy who clearly dominated their minds.
pretty bad. I don't
Yeah.
I don't
So-
necessarily want to like murder him in a tower after kidnapping him. That's not quite what I mean, but
Well,
something has to.
I can make him tell us anything he knows.
Yeah, let's have a sit. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's chill, and you don't need to do that.
Yeah, but
Let's,
people like to lie a lot, even if they don't mean to. It's a lot easier if they're forced to tell the truth.
Okay, truth serum, sure.
Yeah,
Mind-
without any side effects.
Sure.
They should all be easy to wake up by now, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me get
Well,
get him prepped, tie him down just in case.
Yeah,
Well,
put him in
should we
chairs, tie him down, make him comfy. I'm gonna get some glasses of water and stuff. Or
I don't think he
staying.
cares about water.
we're gonna get some cups of blood.
Where are you
Sure,
gonna get a
make
cup
those
of blood?
Gordon would like a cup of water.
Could just go
Okay.
to my place, get a cup of blood right now.
It's literally from the walls.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if vampires can
Drink
that.
wall blood.
That might be psychoactive blood. Maybe something that might be interesting. I don't know what that would do to you.
if there's some wild magic in there, some
Changeling
hedge
magic.
magic in there. Yeah,
Are you actually going to make the vampires drink the wall blood?
not make them, but if they got a craving that only blood can satisfy.
That only wall blood could satisfy.
So
Are you gonna tell them it's wall
So-
blood? Yeah, we got this wall. It's, blood.
Wall
It's
blood.
currently bleeding through the wall.
Okay, actually, we got two people. We can do a double-blind study here. One gets
Oh,
regular
no.
blood, one
Curly-
gets wild blood.
Curly, you don't like to kill people, but you sure like to torture them.
This is science, okay?
Science,
Yeah,
you
okay,
say.
fine. We need consent before we can do an experiment on them. Fine. All right.
Oh, hey, I get mana back. That's ahead of time on the person we're talking to.
Mm-hmm. We actually break them both out at the same time, just so in case they have comments on each other's.
Oh, I can actually do it to both of them at the same time, so yeah.
Nice. All right. I
Okay.
sat down. I am spending. No, I'm not gonna give them blood unless they seem to need it, but I do have it. You know, for completely normal reasons.
It just holds
I
a
would
cup of
never
blood.
trade it to a were spider or a vampire or anything like that. It's just normal blood. Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
So, the guy you first picked up, the random vampire thug. Turns out, so, okay, what do you want to ask them?
We should probably find out how... Well, do we want to know more about their boss? Do we want to... I mean, it's not like we're going to go kill their boss, right? That's not really our goal here. What is our current goal? What are we after?
Yeah.
Nothing right now. We're kind of free. Y'all want to go watch a movie? Actually, something nice.
Gordon says he already made plans to help Petrov put back the store.
Ah, shit. You're right. Yeah.
So
my plan
meta,
is just to get people out of my house.
meta-wise, what do we want to do?
Get entangled in more than we already have.
No, but specifically what?
I kind of want to deal with more vampire politics. I don't know about assassinating leaders, but basically go assassinate leaders.
Okay. So then we want to
So
find
your
out more
intention
about...
with that, though? Are you trying to calm things down, worsen things? Like, what do you want?
Calm down any sort of... Make things more disorganized, I guess. Less...
No, disorganization is definitely not good for the city.
No, for the
However,
vampires,
you
organized
do know,
capacity.
you do know that occasionally the were creature community organizes if the vampires get too active in the wrong areas, the were creature community occasionally goes on hunts of particular vampires. So your two communities aren't exactly in a positive relationship with each other.
No,
Fair
imagine
enough.
that.
Well, we could. What's this hunt called?
Cisco da.
Yep.
Cisco da.
Well, Gord's all for organizing a Cisco da.
Yeah, I mean, Curly can do the right here. You just need a target.
Would going after Maria del Rosafas, or whatever her name was.
That might be a bit out of our pay grade.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're a motley group of weirdos.
Is this is
No,
this
guys,
meta
remember
or
we're
is this in
supposed to
character?
do. We're supposed to go Fallout or Far Cry style. Take out a base at a time.
I've put her name into the RPG chat.
Thank you.
Okay, actually,
Let's see this.
Okay.
Or Saints Row style, probably.
You'll remember her, Dande, from like 2 weeks ago?
The vampire that you captured from the
Or actually more like a month ago.
dun dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun. Dun.
Yeah,
That encounter.
he's talked to us a bit about this pit that he was born in, kinda. I think that I'm remembering that right. Right, Ian?
I got nothing.
There was the pit that the Sabbat are.
Yep, the Sabbat did a mass embrace and threw all of the new vampires into a pit, and only the vampires that, like, the 10 vampires out of 100 that survived were integrated into the Sabbat.
How about we just figure out who's doing embraces and just, I don't know, stop them?
That sounds great.
That sounds like you're organizing a vampire hunt.
I think of
That
all.
sounds like a Cisco da.
I think of all groups, the Sabbat are the ones that we can kind of. This is all meta. Sabbat are the ones that we can kind of like say, "Hey, those are bad guys. Kill them," as opposed to,
I mean,
how do we make every single NPC we fight safe and a friend, which is getting a little tiring, to be honest.
yes, to be honest, yeah.
The Sabbat they're an apocalypse cult, so that works.
Or we could go hunt some spirits and get better gear in preparation for the coming times. Because those we can definitely kill amorally because they just respawn.
I guess we can get information on the Sabbat while doing prep work. Yeah? Because we got spells to cast, we got spirits to hunt, apparently.
I mean, yeah, spirit hunting would be a full group effort and get us some fetish gear.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we just go...
Well, none of you can make fetishes. You'd have to go to the
I can-
threefold aspect to...
Yeah, I can
into-
make them... I can put them on retainer. They owe me favors.
Just the
All
phrasing
NPCs
fetish
belong
gear.
to me.
I'm sorry. Go on though. Just picturing us all like gimped out.
Yeah, don't worry. It's magically powered fetish gear. That doesn't make it better. Phrase. It would really go well with your bleeding walls. I don't want to hear that about my fetish gear.
You are allowed to make the fetish gear be both.
Fair.
It can be magic. It can be, something that boosts your confidence a bit. It's okay. All right. So, spirit hunt, assassinations.
We can ask these vampires, because we have 2 vampires we're going to deal with. We can ask them who they're related
You have
with.
a Sabbat vampire and an Anarch vampire.
I thought they were both anarchs.
Nope.
The 2 we have right now.
Oh yeah, no. both what you have are anarchs. You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Could just let them know that tell their boss that we don't have the chalice, and the chalice is now out of the community, and just to fuck off and leave us alone.
That's not
That's
bad.
actually not a bad idea.
Just be like, yeah, you know what? I like that. Where's your boss? We're gonna just go over there and say, hey, no more chalice. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
because vampires
It's
always
like that.
forgive. They're known for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
their first instinct was to be worried about the chalice. We can just tell them the chalice is out of the equation. Now fuck off.
Also, the tattoo guy wasn't even asking about the chalice. He was just after Toby. We don't even know why he was after Toby.
Poor Toby. Okay, you're right.
So he's
Ask
gonna
him
go
why
after. He's
Toby's-
gonna keep going after Toby then.
Probably, yeah. Okay.
Why don't we ask him why he's after Toby?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Sounds good.
All right. Confess. Why are you after Toby?
And the guy, does this guy, is he like fully mentally controlled? And what
Yes,
have you?
he has to tell
Okay.
us what he knows.
Does he have to do it in like monotone, or is this like his own voice?
It's him. It's him.
Okay, he's like, well, that fucker Toby went and ratted out on us, and also said he knew where a chalice was, but there was no chalice. And so we're gonna go and tell that neutral fucker Toby that we ain't so neutral to his neutral ass, and then shoot him. A bunch, like a lot.
I feel like the magic's forcing him to go on to like a bunch.
So,
2 final death.
Oh, okay.
so how does Toby know about this chalice?
I don't know. I was just told that Toby knew about it. And we knew Toby was going to be with Larry. And so we had a dude follow Larry. And then we got the location. And then we went to attack it. We didn't know you motherfuckers were going to be there. Who the
Okay.
fuck are you at motherfuckers anyway, you motherfucking lumberjack?
You don't need to know that.
Okay.
Gord just punches him in the face and says language.
Whoa!
Well, okay.
He's strapped to a chair, man.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
that's
that's
hard. Just let him know to watch his language.
okay.
I'm just trying to imagine what you believe isn't hard when you have like 7 strength. Backhand, jaw dislocation. So he goes, oh fuck.
Language.
he
Oh, God,
spits
you're-
blood. And he goes, okay. What else are you gonna ask this now semi-beaten vampire? His name
Light
is
slap.
Javras. Javras the tattooed anarch. So what else do you want to know about this guy?
I actually just want the group. How did Toby know about this?
Yeah,
Just
that's a good
chalice.
question.
We'd have to ask Toby.
Toby was told to leave town.
It seems like Toby didn't realize Larry was part of the Akkad. But Toby knew about the Akkad. Or at least, no, Toby didn't know about the Akkad. He said that it's all fairy tales, just a boogeyman story, that kind of thing.
So we don't care about the Anarchs at the moment.
And we're gonna have 2 Akkuds coming to meet us soon.
Oh yeah.
Because we have Hugh and his sister.
Or whatever.
Sister or wife or both or whatever.
Or both. Whoa.
Why not both?
Sister Wives, I hear it's a show.
Ugh.
I mean, we could just wait for those two to show up. Go from there.
Are they a cud? They're a cud.
Yeah, they're
Those two,
cut.
yeah.
Okay. Do we want regular vampires around a cud? Seems like no.
Well, it seems like we could just send these guys on their merry way and just do a mind wipe, and
I mean, are these good people we want out in society?
probably not. But do you want to kill them?
I mean, they were gonna slaughter everyone in the bar.
Well, they're only going to kill Toby. But yeah,
I'm pretty
can't
sure
let
they
them-
shot at everybody.
I mean,
I think-
fair.
They did. He literally did shoot a machine gun at you.
Okay, well, do we want to do just kill these guys, or what do we want to do?
What is the werewolf? Is there a werewolf jail you can put vampires into?
Oh no, they'd almost immediately.
Werewolves don't do jail.
They would instantly be killed by any
Werewolves
other
j-
werewolves than us.
I think it's still I don't think it's frowned upon if we kill vampires.
Oh, totally. You're actively encouraged.
Okay, well,
Literally, your society's like, well, it looks like we haven't fucked up the vampires in like 6 months. Let's do a raid.
okay, well,
What are you
anyone
against?
mind if we just
But that's your community. You don't need to. There are less extreme views, but that's the prevailing view.
Q's not here to argue against it. He would argue against it, but he's not there.
Curly is kind of busy contemplating what to do.
How about this? Zach says, "If we let you go, what would you do?"
With the truth.
Ah, the truth. I would go back to Maria, say that man, Toby, you can tell that he's trying not to swear, got away because I was stopped by a bunch of other. I was stopped by some were creatures and their lackeys, and I would try to not die. Maria is not known for mercy.
And
Yeah, that's probably.
and do you
why.
think she would send you after us?
She might send me on a suicide mission after you, as a way of regaining my honor.
Yeah, we should probably just nip this in the bud and save everyone some time.
Do you mean kill Maria or do you mean kill him?
No, kill them and then likely Maria later if it comes to it.
If you try to kill Maria, you're gonna be in for a hell of a fight. Silas has tried to kill her. Other were creatures have occasionally done a hunt for her. She has survived. She is a survivor.
Okay, well, how about this? In the meantime, give us
can
like
just-
a week to prepare.
we could just hold on to this guy for a bit. He's
Yeah.
not like we could use him for information on Maria's base.
Exactly.
Hey, Javris, what's the best way to keep you under lock and key?
If you wanted to stop me from getting away at all, probably staking me. If you wanted to just keep me locked in some kind of room, I'm strong, but I can't break through stone or metal.
Hey, Leone, you can make wooden stakes real easy, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
He can't give us intel if he's staked,
No, but we can
always just take it.
We can always
Right.
unstake them.
Right.
and then stake him just in out. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
pretty much.
Yep.
Just take him and throw him in a room in the temple.
Yeah. It'd be ironic.
I don't know if your now blood sacrificing temple is going to be a great place to store a
I mean, we could also
staked
put him in the
vampire.
corner. It doesn't matter when he's staked. Just don't let the light get him.
Yeah.
Don't let light get him, and don't let blood drip into his mouth.
Okay, so I say we stake him, and for the other guy, we'll just completely just get rid of him.
Sure.
He's useless.
Send
to
him
us.
off.
No,
Rid of him?
No.
not send him off.
Well,
Get
send
rid
him
of
off in a final kind of way.
Yes.
Oh, what? He's the less guilty one.
Yes,
he?
but No, he's still. No, he's definitely not less guilty. He was going to go kill Natasha and the Leone and everyone else.
Yeah, he wasn't recruiting people. He had less. He's lower level in the organization. Had less control, less free will.
He still attacks people though.
He still attacks people. He is not a good person.
When they're forced to.
Effective.
Okay, are we in character or out of character?
I can't tell anymore. I think we're in character. I think we're in character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look. Okay, vampires. They're like little kids. Okay, the person before the biting, before the embrace, is dead, and there's a new person in there, a sapient being full of laugh and joy, but just raised wrong, raised by terrible parents who want to use him for power. And we just give him a chance. Is that so much?
Hey, Javris, should we give you a chance?
No, Javris.
So what exactly are you trying to ask him?
Ask him basically, if we let him go, is this a good idea for us or other innocent people?
Okay, listen.
He thinks on it, and he says, "I, like Maria, am a survivor and will do what I need to do to survive.
And that means
Others
following
will
orders.
likely die."
I say he has to die.
Eventually.
Okay.
I
How
say
about
he-
this?
I
How
say
about
he
we
has
start
to
making
die, and the other vampire has to die.
My God. Okay. How about this other solution? I'm gonna put a shelf in this room, and we're gonna just like a morgue drawer, actually, and we're just gonna put all the torpored vampires we ever meet in here.
So you don't want to kill him, but you don't want him to live either.
I want to
Yes, this is
reintroduce
not
them.
any better. These
This is better because 10 years from now, when we have introduced a society that is good to vampires, they can be free.
These
I
good
don't think
vampires want to kill the innocent folk.
They want to survive.
Yes, them wanting to survive is detrimental.
Oh no! What is Alexander doing?
Oh, good.
I'm in the background. I'm in the background making a steak.
That's
Oh.
her in the corner.
Gord
Just-
grabs the steak and just shoves it right through Javris.
We weren't. Fuck it. It's fine.
That was the one we were gonna keep. Okay.
I'll cast a. It's fine. That spell's not hard.
Roll.
Let's talk to the other one real quick.
This
Okay,
other one
good.
is even more useless.
No, let's see what he has to say first.
I'm gonna make another steak.
Gord
Oh, God,
giggles.
you might probably see someone just making a steak, eh?
Gordon's getting ready to grab the second steak.
Hey fella, confess. Also,
His
What's-
name is Mort,
Mort. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
the warehouse. No, mostly that's where he picked him up.
Hey Mort, would it be a good idea for innocent people if we let you go?
No one I kill is innocent.
So yeah, that's a good answer.
That's
I like that. That's an honest
I-
answer if I ever heard one.
I honestly think he should still die.
Who do you work for? Who do you work for, Mort?
Ultimately, Maria. My immediate supervisor is Javris.
Oh, so yeah, he doesn't really know. Do you know anything that Javris doesn't?
He says, well, I know that Javris hasn't been doing so well, and I've told Maria that.
Ooh, a snitch.
And I knew that being sent to that warehouse was going to be dangerous because they keep on talking about vampire boogeymen, cuds. Others say they don't exist. I'm pretty sure they do.
They do. Fun fact.
I both feel vindicated and terrified.
Well,
Okay,
I
question.
don't think you're gonna meet him, so that's okay.
I don't think you're gonna meet him. Grabs the steak.
Okay. Are you staking to kill or staking to torpor right now?
Torpor said then we could decide what to do later.
Well, you can always
Thank
just open a
you. Okay,
window
that's good.
and let it happen.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
I'm all for Operation Torpor them and leave them on a shelf.
No, I'm.
Put a sticky note
Well,
reminding us.
wait, are you first gonna try to feed him some changeling wall
Oh
blood
god.
and see what happens?
I can only see that going badly, but sure.
No.
Because it's a war
No.
crime. Da-da-da-da-da.
Gourd's for killing prisoners, not for torturing prisoners.
And that was a comatosing a prisoner, I think.
Yeah, it kind of.
Not torture.
Yeah, you
Alright,
just
so-
put them in stasis and
So
Wait,
the
what?
vampires are settled
Hooray.
they're both in stasis. They're fine.
for now.
Everything's fine.
You just put them back in the crate and make that our
Vampire crate.
We gotta
And
move.
people are like, oh, I wouldn't sit on that crate. We play cards on it, and it has about 5 torpor vampires.
It's the
Oh.
coffee table.
It's the coffin table.
We got to make room for.
It is the coffin table.
Oh god, that's great. We got to make room for more vampire in there, and so you're picking up more cans.
Yeah, gotta take more canned goods out.
Okay, well, we
I'm
got
still gonna
groceries
drill
for
some air-
next.
Gord doesn't know much about vampires, but he thinks they need to breathe, so he's gonna drill some air holes in there. And just make sure to leave it in a very sunny location as well. But he's gonna claim it's just for air holes.
That's fucked up.
You guys open it up, it's just filled with dust. What the fuck? Is someone gonna stop him from drilling air holes?
Yes. Yes, I will stop him from drilling the air hole.
You guys killed the vampires, I guess. Congratulations, but weren't you trying not?
Oh, is Ian still there?
Hello?
'Cause it-
Ian?
I'm
Hello?
pretty sure he died on that last bit.
Well, hostile takeover time, guys.
Now I'm the DM.
Ian, you're back?
Do you?
No, it's
Oh.
You were dead for like 60 seconds.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, that explained why no one was responding. So, do you guys want to deal with? Do you guys want to get further involved in this vampire unrest?
Could we go find a spirit to hunt or something like that?
Okay. B, find some
I
kind
think
of gather
we might
some
need some
resources.
downtime to recoup, like
Yeah,
mana and other things like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
cast our spells, make our guns, etc.
Yeah, that's a good.
But what do you want the main focus of next
also
session
very good.
being after we do the whole downtime stuff?
We can hunt.
I just need something to prep on.
We can do hunting. That seems fine.
Yeah, let's
Spirit
get some
hunting.
fetish gear and then we'll be ready.
Is there a particular type of spirit that you're looking to hunt? They come in a
great
lot
question.
of flavors.
They sure do. Curly's one of
Literally
the-
all flavors.
How many do we have to hunt for gear? Like, how does that work?
One spirit is one fetish.
Oh, so how many?
Or you can get talents out of them, but talents are single use. So
Okay.
yeah, you can get multiple talents out of one spirit, though.
So what's the
So
general
either
game
you
plan?
can.
If we wanted to go like one each, I don't know if that's plausible.
That,
a
not
session?
for
I
one
don't really know.
session.
No, okay.
It could be something we do every so often, just
Hmm.
like a mini thing. Like not even
Or
dedicate
would
a
it
whole
be
session
possible
to it.
just would it be possible to have it go off screen or something like that?
Maybe do an extended action, roll like a few different
Yeah.
skills.
Extended
Yeah,
action would
we
probably be a good
can-
idea.
We can do it a bit off screen with an extended action. For like weaker spirits, if you guys are trying to get a powerful one, that will be a role playing one.
Yes, absolutely. But this is like if I want like a rank 1 or rank 2 Actually, I think things under your renown or under your highest renown in rank, you deal aggravated damage to at all times, making them like super duper, like just weaker than you.
Yeah,
That might
yeah.
be
You can bully people. So if you just want like a rank 1 spirit, you're fine.
Hey, you're not dead. Welcome back, Ian.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what the problem is.
No, you
I'm
were
hearing
there that
you
whole
guys
time.
fine.
you were there the
You
whole
were
time.
gone for like a while.
I think John was gone for a while.
What?
We've been talking. Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
no.
well, rip John.
You can hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
So, you guys want to go on a spirit hunt? Do you have a flavor of spirit, like a purpose for spirit hunt?
That's all
Like,
I'm
are you
frosty.
trying to get a spirit of death? Are you trying to get a spirit of fire if you're going to be dealing, or a spirit of the sun if
Yeah,
you're going to be dealing with vampires?
that'd be really good, actually.
Spirit of the Sun would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How about we go for a Sun Spirit adventure?
Okay.
Nothing off screen, just go for it.
All right.
One big fetish that can be used for vampire killing.
I do like that gif. It's like, ooh, oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, great. How is the veil? I guess we can end the stream. Oh, but before we end the stream, I'll start from the top. Alexandra,
Oh no.
what did you learn this session?
I learned that golems are fun. And I may not be the most sadistic member of the party.
Okay. What did you learn, Dave?
What did I learn? I learned that just because they look like vampires doesn't mean they are all vampires.
Okay. What did you learn, Frosty?
Oh, that's a good one. Vampire storage solutions? Not that complicated.
Okay. And what did you learn, John?
Learned that leaving powerful artifacts of blood, death, and misery in psychoactive realms is a questionable decision.
Okay, and finally, what did you learn there, Snake?
I'm going Dave on this one. I'm really glad I didn't shoot one. I was thinking about just shooting somebody, right? But
And their head explodes like, oh, fuck!
wait, that was too
You're
easy.
You're supposed to be resistant! Boats are not supposed to do that to you!
Actually, another thing that I learned, just because you want to play Frisbee with somebody doesn't mean you'll always get it tossed back to you.
Okay,
All right.
and... Yep.
Are you good?
And I'm just going to say, I learned that you guys are you move from non-lethal to lethal pretty quickly, and back to non-lethal, and you seem to flip-flop about how much you want to kill my dudes.
Fair, I've never actually done a point of damage to anybody yet.
Yeah, your hands are bloodless.
Oh, I think
except
that
the
person-
fact when you try to clean your walls.
That's true.
you definitely did at least a couple points of bashing when